Hey guys, you obviously know what it is. It's Ethan, obviously we're doing GHQ, and you know what deck it is, so I'm not even about saying because it's Raidraptors, even though I did just say it, oh well. Firstly, I'd like to apologise that this deck is so long in the making. It's like been a few months since Wing Raiders came out, and I should have had my first tricks in ages ago, and I should have been able to update this ages ago, but I couldn't because Tyler didn't pull any Force Tricks, and I'm not buying packs because apparently the ratios are quite bad, and Force Tricks is very expensive, so I've only just been able to afford 2 of them. So that starts the deck profile. I have 2 Force Tricks. I would like to run a third, but I'm not paying another 20 quid, so no more Force Tricks for me until they go down in price. But basically, this skill only requires 2 level 4 monsters, which makes it extremely strong. It's a generic, that's why it's so expensive, it's generic. And it gains a 500 attack for each of a wing beast type monster you control. Other than this card, so if you have 2, it gains 500 because you have 1 card each, but it doesn't. If you've got only itself, it doesn't gain any power. So if you've got both 2 on the field, then they're 25k each, but only 1, then it doesn't gain any power or defense. And once per turn, you can detach 1 exceed material from this card and add 1 level 4 dark wing beast type monster from your deck to hand. This is why the card is so expensive, because you can add you can use this in black wings if you really wanted to. Or harpies, for example. No, harpies are wind, I think.
Yeah, they're wind.
Yeah, so you can't use them in wing in harpies, but you can
still
yeah, black wings and Raidraptors and any other wing beast that they bring out that's dark.
That's right.
But yeah, really good card. It helps out the deck a lot. You do unfortunately need at least 2. I found 2's okay. I would like a third, but like I said, I'm not paying 20 for good for it. The extra deck's pretty much quite similar. There are a few changes. 2 Force Tricks. We've got 2 Rise Falcon. Sorry, we've gone over this guy before, so I'm not going to go over it again here. 2 Blaze Falcon, again, 2 Evolutionary Falcon, Revolution Falcon, and 2 Satellite Cannon Falcon. Rank 8 to go into Ultimate Falcon. Like, yeah, you can go into them normally by using Soul Shave Force if you run it like I do. If you've got, say, Force Tricks in the drop zone because it's in the graveyard because it's destroyed. But you hardly ever use it. Let's be honest. He's just used to go into the big guy, Ultimate Falcon. And I do have 3 of this well, 1 more of this at home, but you don't need 3. I managed to get 2 of that in the game, and you can possibly get 3 out in a game. But if you get 1 out, your opponent's essentially scooping anyway.
They rage quit, essentially.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I'll go over this guy's effect, even though everyone knows what it is. It's Towers 2.0. Rank 8, rank 10, unaffected by other card effects. It requires 3 level 10 wing beast type monsters, but no one's ever going to summon it that way. It's a dark, rank 10, Raidraptor Falcon. Unaffected by other card effects, and you can detach 1 exceed material from this card, and for the rest of the turn, all monsters your opponent controls will lose 1,000 attack, and also your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated. And if it has Raidraptor monsters exceeds material, it gains this effect. And the effect it gains is, once per turn during the end phase, you can make all monsters your opponent controls lose 1,000 attack, and if your opponent has no face-up monsters, you can inflict 1,000 damage to them. So the first effect doesn't stay the 1,000 attack they lose, but the end phase effect does. So essentially, you're going to use rank. You're going to use
rank up.
You're going to use rank and magic. You're going to go. What's it called? Where is he? Here he is. Raidraptor Lastrix, or a card that I found worked, Castle Call, and then you're going to special summon Satellite Falcon from your extra deck in defense position with no effects. Then you're going to rank up Magic Skip Force into Ultimate Falcon, or if Force Tricks or any rank 4 that you play that's in your drop zone is in your graveyard, sorry, you can special summon it using Soul Shave Force, paying half your life points. Then you can do Soul Shave Force will special summon this from graveyard, go into that, then you can do Skip Force and then just go straight into that. So that you can get it out quite easily in the deck, which again just makes the deck even stronger. So yeah, that's why obviously you run 2 at least of Ultimate Falcon. And I play 1 Abyss Dweller because stopping graveyard monsters is good, and it's a 2 level 4 monsters. Sky Blast, Caster Sky Blast and Musketeer because getting rid of special summon monster, any monster really, back to the deck is really good. Any face-up card, sorry. So any face-up cards, so any spell and track cards that face-up I can get rid of. I've added Bujinki Amaterasu. I've got rid of the rank up, the 101 and stuff. or 108. So I've added this guy in because it's 3 level 4 monsters, yes. But during my turn, I can detach 1 Xyz material from this card and target one of my banished level 4 low monsters and special summon it. So I can special summon a Raidraptor, then I special summon another one from my hand, for example, and then go into another Xyz, like Fostrix. Or during my opponent's turn, I can target one of my level 4 lower banished monsters and add it to hand. So, because this deck banishes a lot, I can add Mimicry Lanius back to my hand, or Booster Strix back to my hand during my opponent's turn. So it's a really good card. I don't go into it often, but it is there handy in case I ever do need it.
Yeah.
This should go without saying, it's a pure Raidraptor build. So, like, you could easily make this better by having Effect Veil and Max Seas and stuff, but I just like a pure build, so that's why I have these cards and not many else.
Yo.
The 3-offs of the monsters, Raidraptor Vanishing Lanius.
Pro pure for the win.
Yep. Once per turn, join your main phase, special summon. If this card was normal special summoned this turn, special summon any level 4 lower Raidraptor from your hand. So you can special summon him, then itself, then against effect against itself, and then you special summon another one. So you get 4 cards in the field if you've got that in your hand.
That's 2 Xyz in 1 turn.
Yeah, you can go to 2 Fostrix, use the skills, detach 2, add 2, and so on and so forth.
Maxi challenge, bro.
Yep. Then 3 Mimicry Lanius. Once per turn during your main phase, this card's a normal special summon. You can have all Raidraptors monsters you control gain a level. Or if it's in the graveyard because it was sent there during the main phase, if it's in the graveyard because it was sent there during this turn, you can banish it to add any Raidraptor card from your deck to your hand. So if they make a rank up magic which is Raidraptor in its name, you can add that, anything. So Raidraptor Nest, literally anything. Next, 3 Raidraptor Fuzzy Lanius. If you have a Raidraptor monster that's not him, special summon him. And if you send it to the graveyard during a turn, once per turn, you can add him from the deck.
Nice.
So basically, summon any Raidraptor, special, Xyz into Fostrix, detach, Fuzzy. 4 Strix goes off, I add a Raidraptor, skill of Fuzzy, I add Fuzzy back to my deck, back to my hand from the grit. I grab another Fuzzy from my deck, add it to my hand. So easy way of going plus in hand and also recuperating the losses that you made. Next, the 2 orbs. 2 Tribute Lanius. People are playing this more at 3, but I don't like it because you can't special summon that often. But during your main phase, when it's normal special summoned, send any Raidraptor monster from your deck to your graveyard. So you can send Fuzzy, which allows you to get another Fuzzy from the deck to hand. Or you can send Mimicry Lanius, which is what I send most of the time. Use its skill to banish it and add any Raidraptor cards, so Nest, for example. Then if you've got Fuzzy in hand, you can special activate Nest, or etc. So yeah, that's really good. And second effect you don't really use, but if it destroys a monster by battle, you can add a quick play spell from your deck to your hand, rank up magic quick play spell card from your deck to your hand.
Nice.
Next, 2 Shop Lanius. During your main phase, if it was normal special summoned, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and turn to defense position. And during main phase 2, you can special summon a Raidraptor monster from your graveyard if it attacked during this turn. So you can crash into this, or first or second turn, just attack a defense position monster, special summon, then Xyz into 4 Strix second turn, and then just go off from there. 2 Booster Strix. When your opponent attacks a Raidraptor monster, you may banish this card from your hand. If you do, destroy the attacking monster. It's an out to a few things, so nice. There's really no downside to it. Only 2 because that's all you need.
Stop the attack.
Exactly. Avenge Vulture. This is good for my opponent's turn. If I take that amount of damage, if I take any form of damage, so you can burn damage, I can special summon this card from my hand in attack or defense.
Nice.
So if I feel like I'm going to be OTK'd and I take a big ton of damage, special summon this in defense. If it doesn't have if it doesn't run over me, like piercing or whatever, then I just survive because one monster's destroyed and it's in the grave, so I can get it back with Nest and stuff. Nice. Next, 2 Singing Lanius. You don't need 3 because you're not always on Xyz. Yeah, you want to in this deck, but it's not always happening because counter removal. So if you control an Xyz monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and you can only do once per turn. That's the thing that I think kills this, only once per turn. So you can't get a one from special summon, then Nest, then special summon another one, and go into another Xyz, which would be a bit too silly, but that's why I've done that. Next, I'm going to play 2 Last Strix. And people play normally 3 of this as well, again, because this is what you use to get your 2-card combo of Ultimate Falcon off. Summon this, skill, tribute it, special summon Satellite Falcon, rank up magic into into Ultimate Falcon. But yeah, I don't think you need it, because I also run Cattle Call. I don't think many people will counter that. I don't think anyway. I think Cattle Call is better in my opinion as well, because 1, it's a spell, so it can't be negated as easily. And also,
onto that.
and also only effect failure on counts monsters, so it can be stopped by the effect failure this card. But also, it destroys the monster, so it sends it to the drop zone, to the graveyard, so you can do Soul Shade Force next turn, so you can send a level 5, for example. Next, we do Necro Vulture. Only a one-of, because it's quite bad in my opinion, but it's always there in case you ever use it. If you want a Skip Force back to your hand, then you can just summon this, tribute any other card, so Fuzzy for example, tribute Fuzzy, get rank at Skip Force back to your hand, then Fuzzy effect will activate if you've got any more left in deck, since it's sent to a graveyard, add one to hand. So it's really, that's why it's only one-of, because you can search it, but it is really useful. Next to spell cards that are not rank up cards, 2 Raidraptor Call. Basically, if I control any Raidraptor card, any Raidraptor monster, let's say Avenge Vulture, I can activate this, special summon another Avenge Vulture from deck or hand in defense position with its effects negated. And I can't activate, and I can't special summon monsters for during the turn. I activate this card to Raidraptors, but
so
that's what the whole deck does.
Summon.
You can, just not just into a Raidraptor. Next to Nest, because obviously you want to search as much as possible. If you control 2 or more, you can add a Raidraptor monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So obviously just more plussing, which is always good. Here we go, 2 Kylo Call. Tribute, send 1 face-up monster you control to graveyard, so it's like Last Strix, where it attributes itself. Whose original type is Beast, Beast Warrior, or Wing Beast. Special summon 1 monster from your extra deck with the same original type, but it cannot attack, its effects are negated, and also it is destroyed during the interface. I like this better because it's destroyed, and it's also a quick play. So join your opponents, you can activate this, send a call a rank 5 to the field in defense position. If they attack it, then it's destroyed, that's fine, but if not, it just gets destroyed anyway. Then you can Soul Shade Force, get it out, and then go straight into Ultimate Falcon.
Nice.
I like it because it sends it to the grave instead of sending it back to the extra deck like 4 Strix. Next, one of Raigeki. Obvious Raigeki, destroy a monster your opponent controls.
Yeah.
Next, rank up cards. 2 Soul Shade Force. It's essentially E-Hero Core, but better. Essentially, because it helps you get out Ultimate Falcon better. Pay half your life points, target 1 Raidraptor monster in your graveyard. 1 Raidraptor Exceeds monster in your graveyard. Special summon it.
Ignoring all summoning conditions.
By using this, and then special summon 1 Exceeds monster that is 2 ranks higher than that monster by using it as Exceeds material. This special summon is treated as Exceeds summon. So yeah, it's really good. 2 Skip Boss. So sorry, Shade Force only does 2, not a whole 5. So you'd activate Cattle Core to tribute and then Spillman Satellite Falcon, which Satellite Falcon send back. Then you can do this, and then you go into Ultimate Falcon. Skip Force, everyone knows Skip Force. Target an Exceeds Raidraptor monster you control. Special summon a random Exceeds monster using that card as Exceeds material. That's a Raidraptor that's 2 ranks higher than that monster. Nice. So Satellite Falcon into Ultimate Falcon. And its second effect, you can banish this card and 1 Raidraptor monster from your graveyard, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, during your main phase, and target 1 Raidraptor monster, Exceeds monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Nice. So if you've got one of these in hand and use one last turn, and Satellite Cannon didn't stick around, or Ultimate Falcon got destroyed, or Ultimate Falcon's still on the field and it's got the Seed Material, use skill to attach Satellite Cannon Falcon, activate skill of this, banish that and any other Raidraptor card, activate this from hand, because Satellite Falcon's now on the field, get another Ultimate Falcon out. That's why it's in the deck. Next, one of rank up cards. Rank up Magic Double Doom Force. If a target 1 Raidraptor Exceeds monster graveyard that was destroyed by battle and sent into this turn, I special summon 1 Raidraptor that's from my extra deck, 1 Exceeds monster that's twice as rank by using Exceeds material. So I don't have to summon Exceeds monsters with it, Raidraptor monsters with this. I can special summon any rank 10 that I want. So if I wanted to, I could run any rank 10s, but I use it because you can. If your level 5 is destroyed Blaze Falcon, you can then go into Ultimate Falcon straight away. Revolution Force, during your turn, target 1 Raidraptor Exceeds monster you control, special summon 1 Raidraptor that's 1 rank higher, or during your opponent's turn, you can target 1 Exceeds monster your opponent controls, and take control of it, and then special summon 1 monster from your extra deck that's 1 rank higher than that's also Raidraptor. So if your opponent has a rank 4 with no Exceeds materials, on their turn, if they attack with it, for example, activate this, take control of it, special summon Blaze Falcon from extra deck, or something like that.
Nice.
So I like it because it's sort of defensive there, and people do play quite a few rank Exceeds, so.
Right. Trap cards.
2 Raidraptor Readiness. This is a good card.
Yep.
I don't see why people don't play it. Maybe as a 1 or 2. If they play it as a 1 of, I can let them off because I think I used to. I like it as a 2 of because it can be sent with anything. So
it can be sent with anything to the graveyard.
As long as it's in the graveyard, so it can be sent with Tribute Lanius to the graveyard instead of Mimicry if you ran out of Mimicry or used it for Exceeds material. Basically, if it's a trap card, if you activate it on the field, it can't. Raidraptor monsters you control can't be destroyed by battle. But if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it, and then you don't take any battle damage whatsoever for the rest of that turn. So it's really good.
Raidraptors in the graveyard. If a monster, Raidraptor monsters.
No.
No.
Just an existent grave.
Oh.
And you banish that. Next, True Raptor's Gust. When a spell trap card is activated, it's a counter trap. When a spell trap card is activated while you control a Raidraptor monster, negate the activation if you do destroy it. That's obviously really good. It destroys a spell trap counter speed. No wrong with that. And the fast final card, one of bottom trap because counter removal, banishing any monster that's 1500 attack or more is good.
Always.
Anyway, if you liked it, this has been the updated version of Raidraptors. I know we're getting more cards, and I'll update when we get those cards. I don't know how I'm going to use that. I don't know how long it's going to take. It shouldn't take long because they're not secret cards and it's not top tier shit like this guy. So either way, we'll see what it's going to be like, and I'll update as soon as I can. Make sure to like the Twitter group, follow the Twitter page at Team GHQ, YouTube. Make sure to like the Facebook group, Team GHQ, and as always, happy gaming.